A wonderful day from here. All the lovers of freedom, all the patriots all over the world, as many that are standing for the truth and nothing but the truth. My next prayer today for you is that God will keep you. The God of our ancestors will continue to enlarge your coast. Whatever thing you lay your hand to do shall be blessed. Please, if you are watching this very broadcast, make sure you share massively as we are about to unveil to you. It's a breaking news anyway. I want to reveal to you today so many things many people did not know. And these are some of the factors that has made our society to remain how it is. And nothing without tackling all these immediate problems, there's never a good time we are going to have a better society. That's why you see most of the institutions have been over-weaponized. Palace have become a political tool that they use to fight against their political opponent. And that is not acceptable in the day. In the night, it will never be acceptable. So that's why we keep on doing our expositions, so that all our international allies, both local allies, they should be aware of what we are going through. I know nobody really wants to speak the truth because they are afraid of speaking the truth. People like us, we are not afraid. Whatever price we can pay to make sure this earth becomes a better place for us, we have to do it. Now, the Benin Palace have become a political tool they use to fight against their political opponents. Weaponized. They weaponized it. Now, when we talk about the meaning of weaponization, a lot of persons see as if we are joking. When something is no longer used in a specific purpose that it was made for, or what the buttress out there that is made for, it no longer what is used for. That's to say weaponization. Our military have been weaponized. Our police force have been weaponized. Then the government of the day in Nigeria have been weaponized. That is why whenever time you want to demand for your freedom, ask for what you deserve. They unleash on you. So then the point number 2 we're going to be talking about is doing good to children, rise up and take back your ancestral land. It is a promised land for you. We are urging all Idui to children. The land is a promised land for you. You go another home. And things are changing. We need to change along with the change. It's very, very important. Now, another point is this. If you go against their wrongdoings or evil plan, you become their target. We are seeing that one everywhere. So we are urging all our international allies should please take note of what is happening in Edo State. So we have to also say no to weaponize traditional institutions. Now, if we must have a better society, whatever institutions must have to stand for what is right. And they must be ready to do the right thing at the right direction. If not, my dear, confidence and courage will be lost. Every one of us is going to live complaining. So it is very, very important that the purpose why something is created, or the reason why that thing exists, it must be made known to the public. To what we have seen, ever since Benin Palace have been existing, it has not been made for the goodwill of the people. I know most of you are afraid to talk about it. You keep on saying your society is bad, your government is bad. Look at what Ogbon Baseki is going through today. I saw social media recently, I think this guy that is called Clement Agba or something. Because the palace have already accused the guy that he did not meet up to the plan of a minister or whatever. They are tagging him again to Obaseki. What about if he have, done well? They will not tell you Obaseki's in-laws. This is what we are going through today as a people. And most of you are not seeing anything wrong with it. Maybe this same Clement Agba, there was a lot of narrative he would have also used his own office to correct. He did not correct it. Or he feels that he does not mean. Let me do something here. We can't really share right now because of maybe if you have choose to kind of do something about what is happening or correct one or two narrative in the states. This problem is going through right now, we don't go through it. So that one will talk about weaponization. Now, to the news we are hearing here and there, they complain of people when the person is not able to meet up to their personal selfish interest. But once the person meets up to their personal selfish interest, the person is good. Nobody have ever been accused that you are not doing what you are supposed to do for the states. They have been accused when the homage they are supposed to pay to the palace, they are not paying it. And most of us did not really know today that the main purpose, the main problem of the states is lie in that very institutions. That is why that institution is not doing according to its own purpose. That's why we do tell you here, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. What is abuse? The abnormal use of something. At the time what something is made for is no longer what is now buttressing or the fruit is now yielding, then that will make it to be weaponized. If we must get a better society of various institutions, weaponization and militarization must be avoided by the people. The reason why these institutions were created was to enslave you. We know a better institution that will be created for the purpose to uplift humanity. We are no longer children. We are no longer babies. I know most of you are using sentiments. The world is coming to an end gradually. So many things are happening that is not supposed to be there. And we as a people, we are keeping quiet, feeling we have one Messiah that is going to come from the sky with long beard, wearing a white robe like Celestia, who is going to come and help us. Nobody is coming to come and help you. You are to condemn any form of shenanigans that is happening in your society. To Edo State, as we speak, is a clear example that the fact the government, because the government is not meeting up to their national selfish interest. Edo State is an example. And the records are there. Me cuenta de eso, por favor. Cuenta. Cuenta sí. Coca-Cola, ¿no? Sí. Vale. Vale. So these are the things. Now there are lots we are supposed to be doing today. We none of us is doing. I just felt I should put this one here, so that every one of us should understand what we are going through. If at all God come tomorrow, he want to come and rule the state, the palace will still fight back at him. And no president or governor they will ever support, excepting you are ready to support every form of shenanigans. 1999 Constitution have been amended. When is Edo State going to amend their traditional institutions? That this thing were there. Then they want you to live a life of 15 something. They want that same archaic mind that they were having to exchange human beings just to get a day gone, to exchange human beings just for a bottle, to exchange human beings just for a bronze. That is the same mentality they got. That is kind of like they are still living with you. And you yourself, you are not tired of living this archaic life. How can you value something that they don't value you? I talked about something yesterday. It is the roots that help the tree. The tree have nothing to do for the roots. Until we are able to get this very particular thing clear, we go nowhere. That's why decolonization must have to start from your head. That indoctrinations, they have infused into your head and make you not to think. A lot of people who watch this video right now, they will also start speaking heat from their mouths because of their senselessness. You are messed on certain things. Now, why did some of you leave your ancestral ancestral background and follow Jesus. You call what your biological father did that it was evil. But what was what the palace was doing? Have they amended anything? And what is the benefit that you are getting today? You want to tell me your tradition is to hate your brother? You want to tell me it is the God-given right for some persons to be powerful more than every other person? Not that they are powerful to protect you, but they are powerful more than you just to kill you and humiliate you. It will be so weaponized that people want to fight anybody that speak against their evil, whatever thing they are doing. They use the palace. But one thing is sure, you cannot stand the test of time. We are going to keep on doing our video, exposing you. This is the time for exposition, re-exposition. That's why we are calling all our international allies to please focus their attention, set up their microscope about what is happening in Edo State, Nigeria, particularly Benin City. We cannot continue like this as a people. We should be treated like humans. There should be freedom of speech. The palace should not be used as a weapon, as a tool to fight their political opponents. The justice system has been turned upside down. The military, the police force have been turned upside down. The vigilantes have been turned upside down. The enigmas, everything has been turned. If they want to label you a name, they are waiting for you to speak the truth. Anytime you talk about them, you can stand in the name of the palace and insult anybody. So far it's not against the palace. They will clap for you and welcome them as your son. You can put fire in the market just to spoil the governor's name. The palace does not talk about it. A Kyoba we are born, a Kyosa we are born. A market that is tied to an institution. What did you guys do about it? Tell me what criminality will be more than somebody that bomb markets. But at the end of the day, you put it upon the head of the government. I say the government that did it. You don't bring your hure or whatever to lay curse on it. We are watching you guys. And the whole world is watching. The people that have their brain set up their head, they are all watching. So there is never a time you are going to go scot-free from all these shenanigans. I'm not going to be spending too much time in this video. I know they are cockroach and roaches. They are still going to run out and start speaking anything. Anytime you insult me, I will insult your father. I bet you. And you can't do more than a dead rat. We must be free. The slavery we encountered, at least by now, everyone should be feeling remorse. Go and look at Vatican, they are feeling remorse. Go and look at everywhere, they are feeling remorse. I would have played a video to you. How some British veterans, they are denying right now their allegiance to the monarchy of the Great Britain. That the first sorry, that the badge they have been given, the medals they have been given, that they are returning it. They are no longer interested because most of them, they first sorry over the land they invaded because they know that they were doing what was evil. How many of you today who will go back to drawing board and think that what was done a day Idu Domingo to children is bad? You are still claiming the land that does not belong to you. You people will never read the history and tell us the history. You own the land. But how have you been able to manage the land? Tell me one particular good thing you have done today that make you claim you are the land. Because you know you are not the land, that's why you are not crying for development. You always cry for stomach infrastructures. None of you cares. Any governor that come and serve us, if that governor happen to say, okay, now let's use this money for developmental tribes, you guys will hate him. We've seen everything. You can only deceive your vaccinated children. You can only deceive all these intellectuals. You can only deceive the sophisticated morons, the vagabond and the Australian wallaby. You can only deceive the one who has sentimental knives and ingrates. For people like us, you cannot deceive us any longer. Every bit of the statement you make, we know what we're talking about. Clement Agba. I don't know him and I don't want to know him. But I'm just giving an insight to everyone that is watching today. If you have served their purpose, a lot of you did not know. It is not about bringing him development. There was some certain homage you were supposed to pay. They didn't see such a homage. Maybe you were supposed to pay 80%. Maybe it paid 10%. That's why they are fighting him. And right now, he has become Obaseki's in-law. Every bad thing in this world must have to be tied to Obaseki. And I wonder why Obaseki family, they are keeping quiet. You don't know they are dragging your name to the mud. They want to kill your political career. It's like Obaseki does not have children. It's like they doesn't have a friends. It is not everything you lay curse on people for. You can enlighten these people. Tell them where they are going wrong. Nobody mentioned about Godwin. All they say is Obaseki. The other day, where is Obaseki from? No, he's from heaven. Or he's from Afghanistan. Where you are from? Why not ask your father? Which village did your father come from? Is he from Ohonrium or Umode? My dear, your days are numbered. Do you know one thing I'm happy for today? Things are no longer the way it ought to be. My fight is yielding results. It will soon come to a lamplight. A lot of you are going to cry me river and cry blood. Because I told you, what you follow will determine what will follow you. For those of you that choose to follow shenanigans, shenanigans will be your portion. For those of you that choose to read the book of John chapter 4 verse 24, you see our God is a spirit, and everyone that must worship him in spirit and in truth. For those of you that choose to read the book of John chapter 8 verse 32, he said you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So freedom will also come your way. So we are here to say the truth. For how long are you going to continue with this putting people in this state of ajagaduism? How long are you going to support your father to commit evil? How long are you going to begin to perpetrate evil? Are you going to support an institution that sold human beings just to get a bronze? For how long? How long are you going to worry anybody that brings development to state? I guess you guys are the one that said, and right now the truth have come, irritates you. It is not everybody that must lie. We are born to say the truth. Humanity is our tradition, and the part of it is the truth we must have to speak. Day in and day I will keep on speaking the truth, irrespective of whosoever it may concern. That's why we don't give a damn whatever thing you feel. Whatever thing you feel in your mind cannot hold graphene or Zion. Whatever thing you feel your mind cannot hold macrodiabetes. Whatever thing you feel your mind cannot hold fried proteins. Whatever thing you feel in your mind cannot hold cardiac arrest. Whatever thing you feel in your mind cannot boost in your immune system. Our spiritual immune system, our consciousness, our vibration, our energy, and our frequency. We have raised up our spiritual nuclear weapon. Our apocalyptic missile spiritually have been raised. It's going to be word for word. We can't fight you. You still going to tell us not to come. The more you tell us not to come, the more you are exposing your shenanigans that you are wicked. It will not remain. Everything that did not give glory to God Almighty, that did not give glory to Udazi, everything will be removed. Iduigodomigodo is a promised land. Just the same way Moses rescued the children of Israel to the promised land, also Idu nation is. It's a promised land. We must dwell there. We must eat the fruit of our labor, and the generation yet unborn will live in that very society. Just the same way the children of Israel enjoy the Canaan land. It's a Canaan land, and you can't stop it. You cannot turn us against our Igbo brothers. You cannot turn us against the good Fulani. You cannot turn us against the good Hausa. You cannot turn us against the Yoruba, the good Yorubas. The only problem I felt we have today is all these institutions that be weaponized. Who, whenever time you speak the truth, they use it to wish onto you. They don't have any other thing. Any person that wants to fight you, go and hide under the palace. Feeling I'm talking to the palace. But where you are, is there any palace that suppress people? As big as Beckham Palace. The very day they were doing Charles' coronation, people were demanding for their sovereignty, the Scottish. The Great Britain, they wrote in their banners, millions of them storm out in the streets, close to Beckham Palace, and say, you are not my king. But we have no right to say that we doesn't need this thing. Nuremberg Code 2.0 is against you. The God of our ancestors is against you. So we will keep on exposing you. That's why if you lay your hands on this video, make sure you share it. Make sure you share it. We don't have the whether a press whatever. Just look at it. They are not saying Obaseki. Everything that is bad is Obaseki. What is this man not doing well? Because he refused to service their personal selfish interest. The government is for the people, not for one traditional institutions. That's why when Tinubu promised them that it's going to be giving a Edo State back to them, a lot of you does not know or did not know the reason why they are doing what they are doing. They don't know about it. You feel it's business as usual. You don't have business as usual. Being that the bird have chosen to fly without perching, the hunters have also chosen to shoot without missing. We will keep on telling you the truth in respective. You cannot stop what is coming. What you don't know is bigger than you. Edo State is not for only you guys. Human rights must be protected the same way it has been written in the Bible. So for those of you that are still doing Oshelege, supporting Niamey Kenakwe Nwalaido, Edo may no longer be made for you because of your decision. I told you yesterday. Go and read the book of Matthew 25 verse 33. He said, go be separating the goats from the sheep. There is already separation. You that is planning, anytime you see anything, you cannot even see me again with your optical eye because of the transformation in your system. It's all about transhumanism. It's all about digital ID. A lot is happening. So the few life that is remaining, it is good you use to speak the truth and fight for the freedom for your people. Our God-given core value must be seen. Those devilish evil institutions must be wiped away. I'm seeing it. We are seeing what is happening. We are seeing what is happening. Nobody can stop what is coming. Nobody can stop what is coming. Even God himself cannot stop what is coming. Because it is the set time for those things to happen. If there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. So for those of you watching this very video, and any of you that are going to be watching this very video later, stop using sentiment. Only what will save you right now is it the truth you know. That will save you. Nobody's going to come to your rescue. Anything that happens to any human being happens to God. The God of our ancestors is tired of his children passing through pains and ongoing. The God of our ancestors is tired losing children on top of the Mediterranean Sea. The God of our ancestors is tired that the building is being built to humiliate human beings. My dear, it's not all about you fighting us. You are fighting God. The battle is of the Lord. You are fighting God. If you fight God's children, you are fighting God. If I'm fighting you wrongly, I'm also fighting God. But I present to you today the truth and nothing but the truth. The book of Mark, chapter 15, verse 18, says, go into the world and preach the gospel. Not a gospel. We were sent in one accord. Let's go and preach the gospel. Anything that carries the word of salvation is the gospel. So I'm urging you right now, please, if you are there, take humanity as a tradition or a religion if you must embrace one. And be very, very careful what you support, because what you follow will determine what will follow you. Remember, I've told you several times with that number. Do unto others likewise what you want them to do to you. That's why the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 7 may categorically make it clear. Say, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Only what will keep you on this planet Earth, only what will keep you from this state of Ajagadoism, it is a good thing you've done. There is a law of karma. It is a law of inevitable consequences. So what you are supporting today will locate you. Just watch. I know most of us, we are very hurry. We are in hurry. We want a lot of things to happen in a hurry. But it cannot just happen just in a hurry like that. But with time, don't wait for it. It will happen. That's why there was a time Habakkuk we were living a very hard life. The life of Habakkuk became very miserable. The life of Habakkuk, we are not going the right direction. The light was supposed to be going southeast. We were not going northwest. Then other person observe it and say, Habakkuk, we are not in the right direction. What must we do? And one thing again, if we must get this right, Amos 3:3 must be looked into, can to work together except they agree. And God began to ask Habakkuk. Habakkuk prayed to God and say, why my life like this? God told Habakkuk, write the vision and make the plan. These are the vision we are writing. These people, they want to die because 2024 election. They don't even know whether they are headed to get to that place. They don't even know whether George Soros, Swap Kela, Joe Biden, the Hillary, the Obamas, and the Bush, the Vatican. They don't know their plans. They don't know the plans of George Soros. They don't know the plans of the Kissinger. They don't know the plans of the Mossad. They don't know the plans of the Bashir. They don't know the plans of the Bad FBI. They don't know the plans of the Obamas towards their life. They don't want to know. They don't know the plans of Nancy Pelosi. They don't know the plans of the deep states. They don't know the plans of Rockefeller. They don't know about it. They don't care. They don't care. All they know is about themselves. Election. Let me see how you do your normal election. So for those of you that have been carried away, fight who you are not supposed to fight. So I wish you safe journey. But one thing I have to advise you here, go and first of all think about your life, because it's going to get down soon. You go and think about your own life. It's going to get down soon. A time will come when you will look for my video to watch, you will not see it, because it's going to be very toxic for you, because it consists of truth. I was watching a video yesterday that I did in November 2021. Then when I talk about Omicron and Zetacron, I looked at that video, then I laughed. So you mean this thing started a long time ago? I've foreseen what you are not saying today. That is eradicate people in our society. So, it do go to me, go to children. Please, Idu Nation is a promised land for you. Your father has sold that land unto you. Despite he has spent too much time, you are being ruled by the tyrannical system of tradition, but you can still state it back. You can start late and still become the latest, irrespective. So I'm signing out from here. Nanu Rime Comrade Newton, the Archbishop of Activism, the hero for democracy and ambassador for good governance, CEO Civil Disobedience Worldwide, CEO Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. Please follow us on this very donation. It's a promised land we are watching from. Follow us on the New World Construction International Limited. Also follow us in National Patriot Association. Also follow us in our official page, the International Association for the Improvement of Colored People at Equality. Don't fail to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IAICP TV in capital letter. Also our backup YouTube channel, Interudu, INTEROUDU247, INTEROUDU247. That is our YouTube backup channel. So do have a nice day, everyone. Today's date, I think today's day is 23rd June 2023, on Friday precisely. So this is a day we must live to remember. So please, if you know how to do good, do it well. Say, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall reap. Galatians 6 verse 7 make it categorically clear. He said, don't be deceived. Our God is not mocked. What you sow. If you support the people that kill the children of God, my dear, your own will also come. The same measure you measure to other people, so also God will also use people to measure to you. What can save you today from what is coming? Being right standing with the Constitution, being right standing with our core value, being right standing with our so-called traditions. Humanity is our tradition. Our telephone number is +34 631 056 284. Our telephone number +34 631 056 284. From me to you, remain blessed and bonus days. Ciao.